Well, hello there, and this is Auntie. And I am here with an episode of Auntie Say It Isn't So. If this is your first time being here, please like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. To all of my new subscribers, thank you all so much for joining the family. And to all of my nieces and nephews and my members who have been here with me for the long haul, thank you all so much for your continued support. In this episode of Auntie Say It Isn't So, we're going to be discussing Lana and David. Will the real Lana please show up? In this article dated today, May 18th, 90 Day Fiance is TLC frauding David and viewers with a fake Lana. Now, this has been, up in the air. It's been a lot of controversy around this particular subject matter. And we're going to dive in and see if we can find out what the truth is. I don't know if anybody really can find the truth about what is happening with this. I got an email today from one of my subscribers. I'm going to be reading from that as well so that we can just find out once and for all. I mean, like, this is a mystery. We know that reality TV is not reality TV, but when you got to be on the hunt for Red October, and you got to be, looking through all kinds of news clippings and Facebook and Snapchat and all of that, it's absolutely ridiculous the amount of fraud that just seems to be going on, or at least the allegation of fraud that seems to be going on with TLC and these mofo cast members, okay? So this article, I'm going to read that first, and then I'm going to go over to another social media platform that one of my subscribers sent to me today. Okay, so it says 90 Day Fiance star David and viewers may have been misled by TLC. Many fans are starting to think that Lana was not a real person. But in the latest episode, David finally met the Ukrainian lady. Yet now fans are thinking that there is something suspicious about Lana suddenly showing up. Did David meet the real deal, or was it a fake Lana? So David met her online. The two spoke for 7 years without meeting in person, and David has been to Ukraine a few times to see her. Not a few, 5, okay? But Lana stood him up each time. He never gave up on the relationship. He even hired a private investigator to find out more information about her. On the show, it was starting to seem like David would never meet her. But the reality star had the private detective tell him that his relationship could most likely be a scam, but he wasn't hearing it, okay? He really felt like Lana was in love with him, so he went to Ukraine to give it another chance. A few days into the trip, the two set up another meetup. To David and the viewer's surprise, Lana actually showed up. But many watchers of the show were convinced that David was talking to a catfish. So these fans were shocked to find out that Lana was actually real. 90 Day Fiance David knew that Lana was real all along. This could be why he gave her so many chances, even after she kept standing him up. It could also be why he spent so many years talking to her despite meeting her face to face. But the cast member allegedly blamed the network for editing his storyline to make it seem like it was all a scam. And according to reports, David said that TLC made it look like Lana didn't exist. He said that production didn't include everything the private agent said. He also said that the investigator was able to confirm certain events that Lana told him about actually did happen. So, or as you all can tell from the thumbnail, the two Lanas, the one that's online and the one that showed up, look totally different. Yes, they both have the little white frosted platinum hair, but the teeth is different, the smile is different, and the eyes appear to be different. So it says, despite Lana seemingly being real, many fans aren't buying it. Some are saying that Lana looks different in person than she does in the pictures that were shown of her. Now, if you see me out in the street, I might look different too. It just depends on where I am, what day of the week it is, okay? But anyway, it says it is likely that the lady is actually Lana, but the pictures that were shown could have been edited. There's also the chance that the lighting in the pictures also could be different. But some believe that TLC set everything up. Other fans think that the dating agency the couple met on has something to do with the meetup. A group of online fans said that it is possible the agency sent a Lana look-alike to see David in order to avoid an investigation. Um, an investigation of their business, which I had discussed with you all earlier. Many watchers have said that the dating website seems sketchy. However, David is a very affluent person. He says that he uses the services of a very high-end matchmaking service that fully vets the women. That is why he is amendment, why his amendment what? Why he is amendment, he was not catfished. Okay, whatever. Okay, so now I'm going to go to this other website, okay? And we're going to read some things that happened. This is called forums.primetimer.com, which was sent to me in my inbox. And there appears to be a lot of foolery and stuff going on. In this, it shows a picture. In this particular website, it shows a picture of Lana, indeed, at a hockey game. She said that she was going to this hockey game in order to, support her nephew. But the picture says something different. The picture says that she was there as a mom. Now, there are allegations on this site that Lana is actually married and has a son. According to fans, they have found her real Facebook page where there was a picture of a man and her with a son. That Facebook page has since been taken down. Did you hear what I said? It has been taken down. It no longer exists. So, in this article it says, and I'm quoting directly from the article, it says, so, I was reading a rumor on another site that Lana is actually married with a son. Someone had found her personal Facebook, and there were multiple photos on there with her and a man and a child, including a photo with the same jacket she was wearing on 90 Day Fiance. The Facebook page has now been taken down, but one of her likes was a Ukraine youth hockey page. And the video from that page in the stands at one of the hockey games was someone that looks very much like Lana. I can't take credit for this discovery, but I did screenshot the video and blow up the picture. So maybe, okay, in the video, Lana is seen at 1 minute and 36 seconds. The theory was the reason Lana delayed meeting David was that the hockey game was for her own son, not a nephew. You cannot, let me tell you something, you can't make this stuff up. Like, for real? So I'm looking here, there's Lana. She's standing in the stadium with a bag on a cell phone by herself. No sister, no brother, no mama, no daddy. She by herself. So when I used to support my daughter, there would be a lot of times where I would show up for the concerts and there'd be nobody there but me because maybe her dad had something to do or wasn't able to make it. This is what a mama does. She shows up in the bleachers by herself because she gonna hold it down for her baby. So if this allegation is true, I can understand why she would be there by herself. Now, there's some more that goes on. They said now that's some intriguing. This woman's hair is longer than what we saw on Lana. So the woman's hair is absolutely longer in this picture. Okay. So I'm going to read something else. So it says, before it was locked down, someone on another site had seen the photos of her with the man and little boy. In her profile picture, she is wearing the shiny puffy coat that she was wearing in the scene below. Her likes are now private, but someone who saw them said that they included a ballroom dancing group, the hockey stuff, the Krav Maga gym, several beauty ones, and some miscellaneous stuff. Okay? So they also indicate in here that Lana, Auntie said it isn't so. Say this mess is not so. It also says that TLC allegedly purchased her clothes, did everything for her. I don't believe that. Now that's a little bit too much. But okay. Okay. Okay, so it says the main question is when did this hockey game take place? The dates say 2018-2019 season. Wouldn't that have been last year? Come on now. Wouldn't that have taken last? Here's the sports taking place between November 2019 to March 20. Would be called the 2019-2020 season. David filmed his last scenes meeting Lana this past winter. What the crap? They got so many theories out here, y'all. Hold on. There was something else on here that I wanted to read to y'all before I concluded with this. You know what? I'm done reading. Let's go ahead on and unpack this. Look, we have seen some foolishness. David was pompous, arrogant, whatever you want to call it. Absolutely and totally convinced that he was going to meet Lana. One way or another. Okay? David's money was thicker than the trigger. Okay? Whoever was frauding him, if there was a fraud, David laid that paper down on the table and was like, we're going to do something. I'm not going back out here again and looking like a fool. What I did find extremely interesting was the fact that he had just left and she called him back and he had enough time to fly back out there again. I found that very interesting. Just like I found it very interesting that Varya got a flight here to the United States on a visitor's visa, a tourist visa. Who sponsored that? Did Jeffrey, did he know that she was coming? You know, the show is interesting, as I have said, year after year, when we start finding out about all this foolery. The show is interesting enough to have these individuals to date people in another country, to see them get together and see them do what they do with the whoop whoop and the boop boop boop. So I don't understand what all the frauding or alleged frauding is about. I don't get it. I probably will never understand. And I think that a lot of us look, not because we're so interested in it, but we're interested in what it is that we can dissect and we can prove to be a lie. In the picture that I just looked at on this page, again, let me give you the address for it. It is called forums.primetimer.com. These look like two total different women. And how do we know that the girlfriend that met David at the airport that he was trying to date before isn't Lana? How does we know that she wasn't catfishing him? Because the relationship did not work out between them before. Like, we really don't know. And so now we've got to wait 2 more episodes for them to drag this bull out so that we can again try to dissect it. Now, Frauded by TLC has a podcast, and I believe that there were some things that were talked about on her podcast as it relates to David and Lana. David was asked the question, is Lana real? Is this the real Lana? And David, of course, did not answer. Not in the way that we think he should. David, in his tell-all, indicated about all these trips and different things that he has been on to meet these women. We were told that he was given a list. In this article, it indicates that he was given pictures upon pictures and catalogs upon catalogs of women for him to choose from. So was this woman not Lana, but somebody in the catalog that looked close to Lana? Is this company trying to cover up a massive fraud? Like, what is going on? We, the viewers, want to know. And guess what? We got a right to know. We are looking at this and holding it down and giving them the best ratings they have had in years. And maybe they intentionally go out and find these Looney Tunes because nobody else in their right mind would be willing to put themselves and their relationship out like this. Whatever it is, it's got to stop. And it's got to end at some point. We just want to see the relationships. That's all we want to see. So is Lana real? Guess what? Bitch, don't nobody know. We all still guessing. But I tell you what, you look at these articles, collect your data, and you let me know. What do you think? Is this someone that TLC hired in order to play Lana? Is this someone that the company sent in order to satisfy David and to bring him somebody so that he doesn't look like a complete and total loser? Just a little bit of a loser, but not totally a loser? Say it isn't so, Auntie. Say it isn't so. This stuff just, the plot gets thicker and thicker, week after week, episode after episode. Love y'all. This is the conclusion of this video of Auntie Say It Isn't So. Boy, I tell you, we got 2 more weeks. I hope we survive. Love y'all.